Let's find a comfortable place for our body. Somewhere we can be still, having a little fidget until we find it. As we breathe in, becoming a little bit taller. And as we breathe out, becoming a little more relaxed. Shoulders soft. Our face, a neutral expression. If we can balance our head on the top of our spine, we need very little effort to hold ourselves up. And when we find that place, we can be still and rest. Taking a few breaths. Conscious breaths. Helping us to bring our attention inwards. We're going to relax our body a little further. We'll start with our feet today. Imagine your feet are comfortable, soft, relaxed. Your ankles and lower legs in a neutral position. Always have another little fidget if it means you can be more comfortable. Knees and thighs. Let's let all the muscle tension out. Pelvic floor, hips, pelvis. Released, more relaxed. We can keep our spine straight, as if it were a metal rod. But the rest of the body is hanging from that metal rod, supported. Shoulders soft and away from the ears, arms completely relaxed. Face in neutral, the jaw soft. If you're lying down, you can just let it all go. I invite you to bring your attention to your breath once more. Long, smooth, slow breaths, but without any forcing. Allowing the breath to be a tiny bit deeper, and it will naturally become a little slower. And if the breath is comfortable and slow, that's where we'd like to be. Imagine the breath coming to you from the edge of the universe. And the exhalation travelling back to the edge of the universe with each breath. Still comfortable. Stretching our mind, our awareness out into the far reaches of all that is. Prana, life force energy, is flowing in as you breathe in and out as you breathe out. And visualize that any way you like. Let's stay with the visualization of the prana flowing into us and out of us, connecting us to all that is for a few moments. I invite you to bring your attention to the sun and the earth and the moon, to visualize them any way you like, gliding through the space-time. Put some orchestral music in the background. The sun, a source of light and energy for our local system. And there's energy pouring from it in all directions. Plasma, the ions, the solar wind streaming in all directions. So generous. So powerful. And there's our earth. Receiving the solar energy, some of which it accepts and transforms into other types of energy. So let's imagine this transformation process. All types of energy arriving from the sun. There's heat and light, ions, electromagnetism, all sorts of things that perhaps we do not fully comprehend. The earth taking part of that energy, transforming it into life. Heating our world, lighting our world. giving it the energy that moves atoms from one state to another, to the air, to the soil, to the rocks, to the water. For the earth's life. And particularly at the quarter points of the year, the equinoxes and the solstices, our attention is drawn to the energy of the earth, the cycles and the ley lines. As the earth absorbs this cosmic radiation, power, solar power, all of the energy it receives from its environment becomes transformed, and through the rocks becomes waves of energy, and when they intersect the surface we call them ley lines. Different types of energy we don't need to know with our analytical mind so much about them. Let's visualize their presence though, and know they're integral to the life on this planet. Imagine them full of prana. Another of Earth's circulatory systems beneath our feet. In the same way that the earth transforms the cosmic energy, so do we. We receive solar and earth energies, transform them to movement, heat, action. Transformers of energy. We receive energy with each breath. There are metabolic processes, and we emit different types of energy. Heats our muscles, moves our bodies, digests our food. Many different conversions, transformations. All is movement and change. I invite you for a moment to become conscious of that process, or many processes. Not in a complex analytical way, but to feel the life flowing through you. If it's not a physical sensation, let's visualize it, imagine it any way you like. Receiving, transforming and emitting. I invite you now to consider how we create energy, what energy we choose to create, to become conscious creators. We are the governors of the actions we take, the thoughts we think, how we transform that energy and emit it back into the world. And as we meditate and as we become more conscious, process of meditation revealing to us more and more layers that were once unconscious. Making more of our internal process conscious. Our frequency naturally rises. Where once we took conditioned, reactive action, we now carefully choose which actions we take, and it feels better. Maybe where we were once vibrating at, I don't know, 20 hertz, just for sake of putting a value on it, so we can get a handle on our frequency. Maybe now it's risen to 100, 200. Where the people around us, the environment around us, is still running those conditioned programs, producing their reactive, painful responses. We have increased our frequency and floated above, not in the sense of better than, in the sense of higher frequency. How do you know you're vibrating on a low frequency? Feels bad. How do you know you've increased your frequency? Feels better. No blame, no shame, no judgment of our past selves or anyone else. But I invite you now, those of us who feel good in the midst of the chaos, to celebrate. You're feeling good in this moment. your achievement of vibrating high in a world of painful low vibrations, radiating brightly like a star in the darkness. Can you feel it? And if you do nothing else but sit at home on your sofa eating peanuts and radiate that high vibration, that's a huge contribution to the collective. You've raised the collective vibration just by doing that. So thank you. You may do more. Thank you for that too. Let's acknowledge how far we've come. Let's celebrate and feel good. Our achievement. We conscious creators, we meditators. Yes, we could do better. Yes, maybe we feel we could do more. But just for this moment, let's let it be enough. What we have already done and doing right now. Release the guilt from feeling good when there is so much suffering. Release the guilt from floating away from the pain of our former lives and enjoy it. Taking a few breaths, enjoying our light, our high vibration. Spreading out our awareness to the earth beneath us. The cosmos around us. And our breath connecting us to all that is once again. And so, let us prepare to return the consciousness with which we meet the external world. Keeping one eye on our internal world, our high vibration, as we go back there. So taking an energizing breath or two and starting to mobilize our body. Wiggling our fingers and toes. Wrists and ankles. Arms and legs having a little stretch. And when you're ready, returning to your external world. Feeling refreshed once more. Thank you for practicing with me.